going to play with it a little bit without totally trashing it out, I hope. Because to go along with the form of the rest of the piece, it needs to have some interesting things happening down here.
So I noticed you're doing it on the right. No, the left.
That's right. I was about to say something. I'm working on this side of the wheel. And the reason is because I have better control with my right hand. So I'm taking a risk by working on this side of the wheel. If the wheel is turning away from me, it's a little more, a little less drag on the tools.
So while we're on that thought, can you share with us why in this hemisphere, this side of the world, we have a wheel going counterclockwise versus the other side of the world?
Well, the other side of the world is the same because it
Okay.
depends on whether you're right-handed or left-handed.
Gotcha.
You want it turning away from you. If you're left-handed, you want it turning this way.
Okay.
It's hard to teach somebody that's left-handed. It takes a little extra skill, and they usually are quite willing to try different methods. I was hoping I could reach down here, but no. I got to get some more clay up.
Yeah.
Because I got to pull a fast one here. This is the very top of the lamp right here. This is where the lamp parts are going to be coming out the top. So I need to fold this and close it so that it will accept the lamp part to fit right in the middle. There's other ways you could probably do this.
How do you know what the measurement is? Are you just used to it? Or-
I'm guessing.
Okay. So if it doesn't fit exactly, then what happens?
If it doesn't fit exactly, we got to hope that it's too big.
Right.
Because if it's too big, we can fix it easily.
Okay.
If it's too small, then you got to grind on it somehow to,
Gotcha.
and then you got a real problem.
Do we need a socket to measure it, or you're just gonna eyeball?
I'm gonna guess it. So now it takes a lot of fingers in different places, and all of them have to be doing everything right and holding everything straight. That's kind of hard to do, what I just did here. stem will be coming through here, and there'll be a washer here, a flat washer.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why I've flattened that. Oh. Hate it when that happens.
Mhm. And
This would be better done with a paintbrush, probably, but
you want one? I have
yeah,
one.
it'll be all right.
Okay, you're just smoothing it out, right?
Yeah, craftsmanship.
Okay. I have a paintbrush if you want one. So as I'm looking at the side, my question is, does it need to be completely flat? Probably.
Here?
Yep.
Not really.
No. Okay.
It's just going to have a stem coming out, and there'll be a washer with a nut that'll go down on top of it.
Okay.
And then under here, we'll probably have a big washer somewhere in there with a stem, and it'll screw on, and then the wire will come through.
Okay.
I'm going to put a plug in the wire inside the lamp, so it can be unplugged, and you can completely separate the top and the bottom.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to cheat a little bit.
Brilliant.
See if I can get a little bit more height,
Yep.
because I had to lose all that on top, about an inch here.
Mm-hmm. That's brilliant. So now you got a little more height. Then
Yeah,
you're gonna go back later to dig
the
in.
inch that
Oh,
I
you
lost there, I
Right.
picked up down here,
can't. Okay.
and I'm going to have to play with it a little bit more. Right here. Spread that.
So what happens to the inside that is not hollow? Are we gonna hollow it out later?
Knife. Fettling knife. And you
Okay.
just take it off. But it could be hollow down to that far.
Yeah.
Maybe. Probably end up trimming this at one time or another.
So you slowed the wheel down. Are you to shape it or to recenter or what's happening?
Just wanted to push that down a little bit more. Round that down. So I'm going to take it off with a wire tool.
Okay. Want me to grab it?
Yeah, wire.
amazing how you make it look like wood, like a wood post. Pretty cool.
Almost like working on a lathe, only this is hollow. Okay. It slipped, so we got a hole in it.
Okay.
Six inches. About what we want, I think. Okay. Not always a bad thing. We'll blend it a little bit. Now I do have to get a measurement.
Okay.
The way. All the way down to the back.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put pressure with my left hand, out with my right hand, spreading the bottom all the way down on the back. And you know, you kind of mostly do it by feel, keeping everything centered good. I want to keep my walls even. Don't need that. Need that to be nice and centered. Since this is a narrow piece, I'm keeping it collared in right from the get-go. Like I said, I got more clay than I need. It's already almost the height that I want. Now when I put this piece together, it's going to have the weight of this piece on it. So this has to be thick enough and stiff enough so when I mount them together, it won't collapse from the weight of that piece. So I'll leave it a little bit thicker on my So I'm starting to size the bottom where it's going to fit together. Just a little thinner than that. So pull it a little bit more, and then I'll be measuring it. I'm on 10 inches. So I think we can measure this.
It's right there, the flexible ruler.
Oh, it is? Okay. Steel tape?
Huh?
Oh,
This is good.
I'll get clay all over it.
It's okay. It's for clay. It's to measure rims and things like that. Looks like this. Sorry.
9 inches. Okay. I didn't guess very good.
That's only 9 inches?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot taller than that.
I thought it was 10. I really did think it was 10. I was betting on it.
You want me to bring another ruler? Now I'm questioning the ruler.
Yeah. I'll believe it. I'll just go down here and get a little bit more clay. That here. I don't want to get so thin with it really, but I do want it to be 10. Might have got too much. Yeah, I got a little too much. That's all right though.
That looks really tall.
Yeah, I got a little thin. Right there. I needed an inch and I got another inch and a half, but I did. So if I didn't get it too thin right here, which I'm a little bit worried about.
You need to stiffen it? If
Oh,
that
I
happens?
will. I will for sure with the dryer. Okay, now I gotta be thinking about my form here. I don't want it to flatten out anywhere. I want it to stay curvy.
Mm-hmm.
The wall's a little thicker, and that's good. I want them to be thicker. How's that curve look to you?
It looks even and it
Gel?
looks straight. It looks great.
No flat places?
I don't see it.
Right here, maybe,
I don't know how you did that, so I guess slowly, huh?
but,
I don't know that I can do that, or at least figure out how to do that.
Very carefully.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bottom of that one sits in here. This is where it joins to the bottom half
Mm.
of the floor lamp.
Okay. And you haven't thrown the bowl yet either.
Just got
Okay.
to throw the bowl and that's it. That's
Okay.
all the parts.
Okay.
And I can do that when you get back. I'll go ahead and blow dry these, get them ready to trim and put together.